Hello everyone, I'm Karie from Hong Kong. I'm currently a final year student in Ningnan University. Regarding a question to ask President Clinton, well, we all know there has been so many issues that we have to make effort to tackle. But when thousands of issues come across together, how will you prioritize those issues or choose to deal with some of them first? How would you make it?
Okay, I think there are as many right answers to that question as there are kind of people listening to us today, or as arguably as there are people in the world. I think we have to, each of us, think about how do we kind of match what we kind of care most intensely about with our talents, and then hopefully kind of use that kind of intensity of feeling, whether that is anger about kind of something that we think has gone wrong, or kind of hope for something that is going right, and kind of where we think we can make a difference, and then hopefully use that to prioritize where we spend our time and energy, and then kind of think more broadly about kind of what do we want to see more of in the world, or less than, and then use that to help us prioritize kind of what other organizations we may want to get involved in, kind of what work do we want to support, what candidates do we want to vote for, and kind of just think about kind of how we prioritize in a way that hopefully feels empowering and good for us, and also hopefully kind of helps create an impact in the world.
That's a question I ask myself all the time, partly because I'm so much older than everybody who's at CGI U, but also because one of my strengths and weaknesses is I'm interested in everything. And I always want to do something about everything I can. What I try to do is ask myself, first of all, is this challenge something I can do something about? Do I know enough about it, or can I get enough partners to help? Can I finance a meaningful response, or can I do something that will be a model that then I can turn over to other people? And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. For example, I'm very proud of the work we've done with small farmers in Africa, but I don't have enough money to do it for millions of farmers. And it's unlike healthcare, the development of small farming has not been amplified as it should. And so it's frustrating to me because I'm loath to give it up, but I know that with the limited funding I have, it might be better to put it into something else. So there really are difficult questions that have to be answered here that aren't always easy to answer. I also have to face the fact that the political climate in America is slightly different than it used to be, and well, it's obvious. So that has affected, I think, the range of things I can do. I have been, however, richly blessed to stay busy. And we do especially a lot of work in our region, in the Caribbean and Latin America. I have still a working group in Haiti that's been working now for more than a decade. We've raised well over $500 million to invest in Haiti, and we're still doing things through political ups and downs and all kinds of upheavals. We work in the areas of the Caribbean that are particularly vulnerable to hurricanes. In the case of the Bahamas, have also suffered an earthquake. And we try to get people together and work together in a way that both strengthens disaster response, but ongoing governmental processes, something we need to do in the aftermath of the COVID-19. So I try to do something that I care about, I know is important, and I believe I can have an impact. I'm not particularly interested in doing things where I think I can just give a speech but can't really have an impact. So I think all of you need to think about that. If you're younger, advocacy is important, and standing up and being heard is important. But at my age, I think I should put most of my energies into doing things that will actually have an immediate impact on people's lives in a positive fashion, and that's what I try to do.